put a convenience fee. I pay for the right, and then you ask me to add you 50 shillings. Are you therefore saying that the official rate of corruption in this government is 50 shillings per transaction? And if it is, how much money has been collected as convenience fee, and who pockets this money? If the government is the one that receives the money, Mr. Speaker, the minister should give us evidence of the banking of the 50 shilling convenience fee. It runs in billions, and we are afraid it's gone into trillions.
Senator Eddie Okech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my question is very specific. I have listened to the minister's, rather the CSS response. But Mr. Speaker, despite the fact that there's a requirement to use this EGP system to procure everything in government, there is the issue of essential services that if they face any glitch of systemic or otherwise compliance as EGP has been, then it causes a lot of problems in the counties. A case, for example, Mr. Speaker, all the governors who appear before us in CIPIC, when you ask the reason why they have not procured drugs in hospitals, they say it's because the system is not working. Mr. Speaker, my question to the minister is there a deliberate effort to make sure that this system is not stalling the issue of essential services in our counties? Among them, drugs, billing for water services in the counties, and most importantly, sometimes the procurement that goes with services that are affecting the employees in the county. What is the exception you have put in place for essential services in the counties? I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable CS, you may now proceed to respond.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, again for allowing me to address further supplementary questions by honorable senators. On the question by Honorable Catherine Muma, whether we have an impact evaluation mechanism, yes, we do. And I will tell you that the moment we close the financial year, we are going to do an assessment of how much we have been able to, in terms of approximation. It may not be exact because, again, these are more qualitative. But in the system, there is standardization of even pricing. That was one of those items in this system that really made the system a big improvement, that we have a way of looking at the average pricing so that you don't come with outrageous prices for commodities. Now the Speaker. The Speaker asked me before he became the Speaker of the session that from July, no county will be allowed to prepare to procure outside the EGP, and looking at the numbers, they don't look good. I think in the first year, there was an attempt to frustrate the system, and many procuring entities, not even just at the county level alone, even at the national level, and including sometimes even at the National Treasury. I have been not very kind to some of my officers whom I thought were frustrating this system. And there was a thinking that probably this will just go away and that it will not be implemented. But as we progressed, they realized that we meant business. And I will tell you now the acceptability of this system has increased a lot. That is why you can see now many and many procuring entities onboarding into the system. And we have communicated very clearly that beginning 1st July, there will be no excuse, because they used to talk about capacity. We have built the capacity. About the system now has been stabilized. So there is no excuse. The suppliers, the contractors now understand the system. And we have partnered with the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and industry to support and train the suppliers and contractors. Now, let me give you an example. I have talked about Kisumu. If Kisumu can onboard about 40% in terms of contracts onto EGP, 40%, what justification would other counties have not to onboard? Procurement or tender award amounting to 1.4 billion shillings. Kisumu County has already onboarded as at May. So what excuse would other counties have? Because these counties are the same. But if you talk about maybe far remote counties, then you pick out Samburu. Samburu is one of the remote counties we know in this country, and it is ranking number 10 with a number of contracts onboarded already with values of close to 50 million shillings. So, in short, there is no excuse. And from July 1st, Mr. Speaker, I want to persuade this Senate that there should be no excuse in not using EGP. Honorable Senator Osotsi asked me about whether there is a problem of project management. I don't think so. I don't think there is any problem with the project management. As any other project, and I'm sure Honorable Senator Osotsi has done project management, I have equally done project management. In the initial stages, at the formative stages of every project, there are challenges. Whether a project is, whether preparation was done to what level, there will be some challenges. How you deal with those challenges is what sets apart a good project management from a bad one or a badly implemented one. And so far, looking at the response, what is happening across the country, I can confidently say that the project management of this project is above average. Which is the implementing agency? National Treasury. And this one is not even a discretion. It is provided in law, Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act, Section 7, mandates the National Treasury to be the one responsible for managing this system of procurement. Senator Boni, my friend Boni, a very good question, but unfortunately, it is not the matter that I'm dealing with today. And Honorable Speaker, if you allow me, I think I can deal with this matter if it is raised substantively on eCitizen and where the money goes and how much you have been receiving and the reasons for paying for these convenience fees. And by the way, there was a time I appeared before this house and I attempted to address it, but I can address it again substantially, because I think it's also something that has been enjoying some public debate. A lot of information distorted anyway, but it is my duty and responsibility to be accountable on behalf of the government of Kenya to the people's representatives, the Senate. So I would gladly come and address this question. On the question by Senator Eddie Okech on essential services, I will tell you that the response that counties are giving you are excuses. Excuses in the sense that there is no essential service, whether at the national government level or at the county level, that has been frustrated in terms of procurement because of the system. And by the way, there is no reason why you cannot use this platform for even essential services. But we have given exemptions where a procuring entity has hit or met some headwinds and the services are essential. So it cannot be true that someone can come and tell the Senate authoritatively that they have not been able to procure because of the platform. All the challenges that procuring entities meet, we try to address them. And if we can't, for whatever reason, we have given exemptions. So I don't think that is correct, that there is any procuring entity that has been frustrated in terms of procurement because they cannot use this platform. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to end there because those are the supplementary questions that were raised. Thank you.
Very well, Honorable CS. Honorable Senators, what is your issue, Senator Boni? I can't see you on my platform.
Yes, I'm pressing here, but I thought it was reflecting.
You know, you are one of the, you are acting like the same officers who are not accepting NGP. Because my NGP, I should read your name in my system.
I have pressed intervention. I thought it was showing there, but thanks for the...
Yes, proceed.
Mr. Speaker, the minister has stepped down my question.
Is it on your question? Supplementary question? Yes. What is the issue?
He has stepped down my supplementary question and promised that he's going to address it at an appropriate time. I was not asking out of ignorance. I thought there was very close relationship between EGPS and eCitizen. I don't want to argue. May I plead with the chair that I don't lose my opportunity to ask a supplementary question. You allow me to do it since the minister is here. I had two, but he has stepped down.
No, you can't ask two supplementary questions.
The one I asked, he has said he will answer another day.
That is what was your supplementary question.
Yes.
The secretary have really recorded for the CS to respond, either through communication to the clerk or you come back to respond to that. So let us give other senators an opportunity to ask their supplementary questions. Since yours is a weighty matter that needs a lot of attention, so just get satisfied. So I can see Senator Modigi, Senator Seki.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Just a very short and brief question to the Cabinet Secretary. Honorable Speaker, on the issue of EGP, the use of this system in the counties, Honorable CS, it is true that it is it's becoming a system that is the county are getting difficulties to use it, particularly on the remote counties.